Well, when I speak to our student athletes, when I speak to our coaches, when I speak to our fans, I think that there is a general feeling that everyone believes in our mission to develop champions in the classroom, in competition, and in life. Many people are wondering about and asking about is the Chesick Center and how far that's come. And just recently, we peaked above the $9 million mark in our fundraising campaign, and I'm really excited about that. Our goal was $9.5 million. We hope to be in the ground by now, but as you know, sometimes planning and architects and contractors, they take a little bit of time, but I'm confident that we'll be in the ground this fall, and I'm looking forward to that process getting started. Just showed the team last night some tweaks in some of the design that we've been working with our architects on, and it is going to be one impressive facility. I can't wait to be able to get in there next year. The plaza outside of the Chesick Center has changed a little bit. I would call it a little bit more grander. It's got a different design to it so that there's more room to kind of congregate in an area out there.
Before we get into the fall, I know that talking about last year is really important. And in two words, I think, to describe last year was special and positive. So it was not only good for our program, but more importantly for the university and the athletic department as well. So we were really proud about that and really excited to be a part of a really special season. With that comes some change, and with that especially comes change with our schedule. For having such a great year last year, having a number 17 RPI, our pool to schedule against became a lot smaller. But with that, it came against scheduling some teams that are really solid.
And something that I told the kids right away was, for coaches, preseason's like Christmas, because for coaches we're excited to see what we have. We asked for something, and we're hoping we get it. And for me, I'm very happy with what I received. The kids worked extremely hard over the summer, and they have come out and made the training sessions so far very competitive and intense, and as a coach, that's what you're looking for, and that gives us a lot of possibilities.
Half of our team is new, so I'm going to keep in mind that I'm looking at mostly freshmen. So while we have some high expectations, because it is an incredibly talented group, and they're very excited to get the program changed, they are still freshmen, so I think our potential is high, but we'll keep our expectations in check through this first year. But long term, certainly it's a group that's going to get us started towards things that a lot of our NAU teams are doing, hopefully eventually compete for a MAC championship in the next 2 to 3 years. But for now, I think a first year expectation would be in the top half of the MAC, which isn't something that we'll write home to mom about, but it's certainly a big change.
We talked a lot as a team here in the last couple of days, and I think the best way I can tell you how we're approaching this season is there's a quote that I keep in my office: "Success isn't owned, it's rented, and the rent is due every day." And that's kind of our philosophy on where we're at. Last year we didn't panic when we were 2 and 3. We just kept playing, and that's where we are now. So it's a new season, it's a new year. We've got to reprove ourselves, and saying that you're the defending MAC champs is obviously an honor, and we're excited to be in that position. We know that with that position comes the best shot we can get from every team we play. We won't sneak up on people. We realize that. So we've got to be at our best all the time. I think when you can say you're the defending MAC champs, 2-time West champs, you're top 5 in the country for the 2nd year in a row in APR, you're opening a new dorm on campus, you're opening a new indoor facility in the next 12 months. We're going to host the high school games as state games, as Jeff mentioned, and we're going to play at Soldier Field again. There's a lot of very positive things going on our football team. I can't tell you how good we're going to be until we get pads on. I think the game's played as a physical game right now, and we're just teaching fundamentals and schemes, and it will become very physical here in the next 3 or 4 days, so we'll know a lot more about where we stand. I think our guys understand that we have to work to get everything we're going to get. I told them yesterday that I do believe in karma, I do believe in the football gods, and we need to do everything that we can to make sure both are smiling on us at the end of the year. And I think a big part of that is not cutting corners and working extremely hard and doing things the right way. The one thing I'll tell our fans, I don't think you know what you have right now. You have a team that has the nation's longest winning streak, you have a team that has a 15-game winning streak, You have a team that's doing things very, very well on the field, that puts a fun product out to watch. And there's a ton of college football teams in the country that would die to have what we have right now on the field. And I just plead that you come out and watch these guys. They work extremely hard. And in my opinion, they deserve a stadium to be packed every time they play. That's the kind of product they're putting out there. I'm not the first guy that's done it. If you look at the last 12 years in the MAC, NIU overall has the winningest team in the MAC for 12 years. You take the wins and losses and add them all up. It's a product that's been there for a while. And so, my pitch is, if you want to see a winning team play, you want to see a fast offense play and a physical defense, and do it in a very inexpensive, family-friendly environment, come check us out.